Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. Today we're going to be recapping all of my makeup empties so far for 2022. I'm not going to be sharing with you every single product that I finished. We are going to be keeping that until the very end of this year as a overall products that I finished. But today, because there's 2 months left in the year, I want to kind of refocus and I wanted to check in with myself and see where I was at with all of the specific categories in my collection and talk through the numbers category by category, because earlier this year in March, I believe, I did a 3-year makeup empties analysis video, which I'll have linked down in the description box of today's video. I recapped my 2019, 2020, and 2021 makeup empties. I talked through each and every category of makeup empties. And at the end of that video, I talked about some predictions about how many products I thought I could feasibly finish, not necessarily based on those previous year's stats, but actually looking at my makeup collection and thinking about what was realistic to finish within this year. And today I just want to check in and see where I'm at with those numbers. Maybe that will give me the final push to keep on working on a few more products from my collection instead of purchasing some new stuff over the holiday period. I'm really diligently tracking my empties this year as a part of my makeup purchasing kind of updates, where I really want to be cognizant of what's getting used up in comparison of what's coming in. And so this is just an elaboration of that. So if you've been keeping up with that series, you may know where my number is at already, but let's chat about what I predicted and where I'm at. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little convoluted, but I'm really excited to share with you the numbers so far and hopefully motivate myself to keep on persevering to finish up a few more products. And it might inspire you as well to do the same. So let's get on into it. So let's start it off with the primer category. I had predicted that I would finish 2, and I was able to already successfully do that and meet that goal. I don't think I'll be able to finish off any others given the progress that I have on my current primer collection, but I'm really happy that I've been able to achieve that number. Same with foundation. My goal was 2 for this year, or my prediction was 2 really for this year, and I have already done that as well. One was a deluxe size sample, but it still counts because it counted as one product in my makeup inventory. And the other one was a full size that I'd had for absolutely years, so that feels really good. When it comes to concealer, I had set myself a prediction of 2 of my concealers being finished, and I've so far only finished 1, but I am very close to a second, and I do think I will be able to achieve that goal within the next month or so, but it won't surpass 2, that is for sure, because the other ones that I have are fairly full still. My next category was powder, and for that I had predicted that I would finish 3. This is inclusive of pressed and loose powders, and I've actually already finished 4 for the year, which is so exciting. I am so happy to say that I finished up 3 pressed powders and 1 loose powder this year. I rarely go through powders, but they were all so old that I just powered through them and made it happen. I will not be finishing any others, but I surpassed my prediction, and that is fantastic if you ask me. For setting sprays, I had predicted I would finish 2. That's because I had 2 in my collection, and they are both complete, and that is just perfect. Moving into colored cheek products, the next category is bronzer, and I had predicted that I'd finish 1, but I kind of think that I should have predicted more than 1, but in any case, I had predicted 1 back in March, and I have finished 1. It was the First Aid Beauty concealer actually, but that counts as a win because that was technically categorized as a liquid bronzer. I actually think I might be able to finish a second one this year. If you know, there is a bronzer in my project pan that is very close, I feel like. So I have a feeling I might be able to surpass that prediction and have 1 powder and 1 liquid bronzer out of my collection, and that is great. But only time will tell with that one. For blush, I had predicted that I would finish 1. There is 1 blush that has been on my list for so long that I've been wanting to finish it up. It's currently in my project pan, and if you watch that update, I don't think that I'm going to be finishing that off, and I haven't finished any others, so currently I'm sitting at 0 in that category. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm okay with that. Even though that is inclusive of both liquid and powder blushes, I've not been successful in finishing up any products from either of those categories, but that's okay. For highlighter, however, my prediction is 4, and I'm currently at 3. So I'm very, very close to my kind of anticipated number, especially considering that I'm ultra close on 2 highlighters in my collection to being empty. So I may actually be able to surpass my prediction with 5 by the end of the year, but only time will tell with that category. I think I'll for sure be at 4, quite possibly at 5. For brows, that includes any type of brow product. I had anticipated that I would finish 2 products in this category. Currently, I have only finished 1, but I think I'm super close to having a second empty in the brow category. I am kind of surprised by how low my empties for brows are, considering that I have been on a brow product no-buy this year and haven't, other than one little mini, I haven't really brought any new brow products into my collection, but a little goes a long way with most brow products, and I do have enough variety that I'm kind of switching between things, so kind of surprising to see that that's only at 1 empty so far. But I think I'll be able to reach my prediction number of 2. For eyeshadow primer, I had predicted that I'd finish 1, and I have successfully already finished 1 for the year. I don't anticipate myself being able to finish any more up, but yeah, I finished 1 that had been lingering for far too long. For eyeshadows, I had predicted that I would finish 2 eyeshadows for my collection. So this is like single eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows. It's inclusive of all types of eyeshadows pretty much. I guess I would even consider eyeshadows in palettes, but I rarely finish off entire eyeshadows from palettes, so it's not really something that I had thought about before, but I had just said that I would finish 2 in this year, and I have already finished 2 eyeshadows, which is good. It's good that I was able to meet that prediction, but with the number of eyeshadows that I have, that should be significantly higher, that is for sure. But either way, I finished 2, 1 liquid eyeshadow and 1 single kind of ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, and those are both products that take a very long time to use up, so I am very happy about both of those. For eyeliner, I had predicted I would finish 2, and I have done so. I finished 1 pencil and 1 liquid. I don't foresee myself finishing off any other eyeliners in this year, but maybe that could be increased. We'll see. For mascara, I had predicted that I would finish off 6 in this year, and I've already actually done that. I will surpass that number because I have 2 mascaras that are open and on the verge of being finished. Yeah, that could bring me up to 8 mascara empties by the end of the year. For lip gloss, I had predicted that I would finish off 4, and I am so freaking close with having finished 3 lip glosses so far from my collection. But like I said, am extremely close. If you watched my most recent Project Pan update, you know I'm on the verge of finishing 1. So that prediction number will most definitely be met. I don't think I will be able to surpass it though. And then for lip liner, I had predicted that I would finish 1, just given the types of tones that I have and the collection that I have of lip liner. I did not feel it was going to be possible to finish more than 1, and just in the nick of time, in the last couple of weeks, I have finished 1, which feels very, very good, but I definitely won't be finishing off any more. For lipstick, I had predicted 3, which I feel like is actually quite a high number, considering that in years past, I was finishing like 1 mostly. I think in 2019, I finished 3, but in 2020 and in 2021, I only finished 1 lipstick per year. But I thought I can probably finish 3 in 2022. And surprisingly, I have done that. I've actually already finished off 3. I don't foresee myself finishing off any more, but that feels like a success that I was able to do that even before November. I think it was even before September that I was able to finish 3 for my collection. And I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back for that one, because lipstick is quite challenging. And if you know me, I actually dig right into the bullet and I use up every last possible bit of lipstick. So 3 lipsticks used up this year, I feel like is pretty substantial. I have many more lipsticks in my collection that need to be used. I love rotating through my lipstick collection, but overall, very happy to see 3 gone. And altogether, that is a grand total of 34 makeup products so far finished for 2022. I predict I should be able to finish a handful of more products. If you've been keeping track of my makeup purchasing updates, in Q3, I assume that I should be able to finish 8 products. I have already finished one of those 8. So potentially I could have 7 more empties by the end of this year. Of course, at the end of this year, I will be sharing with you my year-long makeup empties. We will be sitting down and talking about every single product, but I hope you enjoyed hearing the kind of check-in. I'm really motivated to push through and finish more products based on these numbers. I want to see myself surpass my predictions for this year. But that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you're doing with your makeup empties. If you want to share down in the comments, that would be amazing. What are some products that you're trying to finish off in the coming 2 months? But yeah, thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.